What's going on, people? We are back with some more Space Marines. Picking up where we left off, this should be episode 17, if I can count correctly. We have this section actually fast forwarded because I think I die here pretty soon just doing stupid things. But in the meantime, yep, there died right away. I think I actually killed myself on that one because I had the Vengeance Launcher explosive on the large guy and I blew him up right in front of me. So, note to you guys, don't do that. But we pick it back up after I die. It is currently the 16th of October, so we got 2 days until Arkham City comes out, and I'm going to be focusing on that. I'm rendering out some more of Spider-Man Edge of Time as we speak, pushing my old computer to its limits, but we're working on it as quickly as we can. Hopefully I should be able to get Edge of Time finished and Space Marines finished before Tuesday. As I've said several times, I do have Tuesday off, so I'm going in the morning to renew my driver's license, and then the rest of the day is going to be Arkham City. And I should get as much of that done as possible on Tuesday, but we'll see what I can get out. I'm trying to get it out at least 5 episodes. So look forward to that. I'm trying a new process to bring HD videos to you guys. Some of the Spider-Mans are going to be in HD. Some of these Space Marines should be available in 1080. We'll see. It does make the files a bit larger, so they will take a little longer to upload, but HD is worth it, in my opinion. It also does take longer to render. It's just motivating me to get a laptop so I can do rendering while I'm at work. That would be awesome because it would save so much time, and I'd be able to put videos out faster. It would just be great. It would be Tony the Tiger great. This area was kind of a pain in the butt because you don't really get a whole lot of downtime, and you get rushed by a lot of Berserker orcs, and then a new black armor Choppa, which was kind of a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to deal with him very much. So it was kind of a pain in the booty, as I said already. So that's why I'm just kind of being slow and scanning the area, scouting the area, seeing what I can find. Try and do as much work on the guys before they get to me as possible. You can see him kind of running down here. Once you get to that bridge, I think is the spawn trigger for them. The bridge that's on my left. So here they come running down. So I chuck some grenades at them, try and thin them out some, and then reload and just kind of wait for them. If you rush at them, it makes it worse. I play the Vengeance Launcher here for the splash damage. Try and stick one, wait for the others to get close to them, and blow them up. It seems to work pretty well, except my aim is terrible. So you get, I think, one Choppa, one normal Chopper, and then this guy in the black armor you can see barreling towards me. He hits for more damage, and I think he has more health than the regular Choppa. So I'm just trying to, play it slow and basically kite them back, to use MMO terms. Now we get a scary moment here. I blow him up, killing the other Choppa, and then I get him in the stun state, but I'm too far away to actually run up and grab him, so he goes back active. But we blow him up. That was the other one. I killed the one in the black armor, blew his head off, as you can see. I thought that was worth looking at. And the other one was back active again. But that challenge is avoided. That one gave me some trouble. I cut out, I think, like a death or two there, just because I didn't know what was happening, and the two Choppas would come at me so quickly while I was dealing with the other Berserkers that it was just unmanageable for some reason. But we figured out, trial and error style. I've been having withdrawals lately from playing Dark Souls because I enjoyed that game so much, but I didn't actually own it. So I've been thinking about playing Dark Souls all day, while I've been rendering and stuff. But I don't own the game. It makes me sad. I can't afford to go buy it either because of the license renewal and Arkham City coming out. Makes me sad. But I don't have any bills due, any large bills due, I think in the next week and a half or so, so I'll probably pick it up. Although we do have Battlefield 3 coming out and something else. I don't remember. Something. Battlefield 3 is the 25th. Also, for those in the fighting game community, King of Fighters 3, I think, comes out on the 25th. I don't recall. There's something else. I don't know. I just know November is going to be insanely busy. And I need to talk again to my friend with the Wii, see if I can borrow it. The 20th. Ooh, I'm going to be so excited for Skyward Sword. I'm just not too busy thinking about playing it to remember the name. It's just so much happening. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. It's gonna be hard to wake up and go to work instead of wake up and sit in front of the giant TV. It's sad. A sad thing, but oh well. You've got to make the sacrifices in order to do these things. Like, if I didn't have a job, I wouldn't be able to bring these videos to you. I wouldn't be able to play these games. So, it must be done. Doesn't mean I'll have to like it, though. I would much rather sit at home and talk about sponsors and play video games and throw their tags in the videos. Like, if I could do this YouTube channel for a living, I would do it. Like, no questions asked. Even if I, like, had to give up. I have a newish car, but the payment is very high, so that is annoying, but also nice at the same time. If I had to give up my car and drive, like, an old POS, and, like, give up a bunch of other amenities, things that are not really required for living, like, I eat out way too much. Stuff like that. If I could give all those up and then just do YouTubes and play video games for a living, I would do that in a heartbeat. Just not even a question about it. But sadly, life does not work that way. However, if you do want to sponsor me, I'll totally take that, and I'll talk about how great whatever your product is. I am not afraid to sell out. The economy being what it is and the job market what it is, you just can't afford to be picky about stuff. I'm lucky enough to have an excellent job at the moment. However, that job does go away in the end of April next year. So, if you got any jobs that you need done in the Central Florida area, starting in April, let me know. I will definitely consider them. Thunder Mace, or Thunder Hammer, is so good in this game. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, as long as you have some health and you can keep the momentum going with the Thunder Hammer. Like, they don't matter. As long as you are still doing work with the Thunder Hammer, it doesn't matter what the other person is doing. As you can see, I just took out 2 of those black guys. Well, that's the black armored guys. That didn't sound right. 2 of the guys with the black armor pretty easily because I had the Thunder Hammer. And I don't think you can actually win there. I think you get overloaded and just die, which is why I ran. I was not interested in trying to fight all the way through that. I do appreciate that aspect in some games where they just intentionally make it so you cannot win, so you have to do something else. You must run behind this cover or something, like they did here. You have to run in there or you die. No questions asked. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You die if you stay there. So it's interesting mechanics. As time passes, the games are getting more interesting with mechanics like that. In general, not so much this game or any of the games that I've played recently, but they are getting more. I wouldn't use the term revolutionary, but they're developing more mechanics like that. interesting to see the... I use that word a lot. You just have to get used to it. As I was saying, it's interesting to see the changes in gameplay, not just visually, but mechanically, from year to year and generation to generation. Like, if you go back and play the old SNES games, there's only so many things they can do with the engines in those games. But now, you just... if you take someone from the prime of SNES games and you put them in front of a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360 now, like, they would just... their mind would be blown to proportions that I cannot even think about. It's just insane. Just the revolution. And not even comparing, like, Pong to SNES, because that's a huge gap. But even from SNES to modern generation consoles is insane. We don't regard it as much, but I'm sure, like, you take a Wii and put it in someone's hands from back that time, and they would just be... they'd blow up. The Power Glove was a thing then, but it was crap. But now, compare that system to, like, a Wii and the motion controls, or even the Kinect. Insanity. Witchcraft. You would be burned at the stake for introducing a Kinect. That's how bad it is. I don't make up the rules, I just call them like I see them. I think that would happen. Even they didn't do it back then, but they would burn you at the stake for that witchcraft. I don't know what to say after that. Gameplay, just making that Thunderhammer just do work. Doesn't matter that dudes are exploding next to me, doesn't matter anything else, just doing work with the Thunderhammer. Get some health back here. Step on your head. Other things going on with me. There's been some reveals for Ultimate Marvel 3. They just revealed that you'll be able to play Galactus. I don't like this idea. Just, it doesn't seem... I don't know, it depends how they execute it, but initially I'm against the idea. And they instituted another, like, card system, Heroes and Heralds, where you get power-ups and stuff. I don't know. One of them was parrying. The other one was, like, projectile invulnerability, invisibility, more super armor, assists, do stun. It just seems so broken. Like, why would you... It's not tournament viable, so it's gonna be, like, annoying crap. That's gonna be silly. Like, the game is already... speaking from, like, a tournament standpoint, the game is already random enough. You don't need to put that in there. That's just gonna get no play other than, like, casual or mystery tournament. Just because it's gonna be so dumb. I just can't express. Those in the fighting game community know what I'm talking about. I'm not... It sounds like I'm mad at it. I'm just annoyed. There's no reason for that. And it's a free DLC, so it's not like people have to pay for it. It's not included on the disc. So you can do the thing and not download the DLC. But I'm too curious to not mess with it. Like, I kind of want to know the extent of the brokenness. Just out of curiosity's sake. And so I can tell you guys. I'm sure I'll show that to you guys. And I'll find, like, the brokest thing I can and be like, hey, look how dumb this is. Even though I'm sure that'll be bad, because people then will be exploiting it. If you can play that mode online... Like... Okay, if you haven't seen, Nemesis has a super that's 100% invulnerable. Has super arm on it, so you can't stop it, regardless what you do. They actually did this at another tournament. They put that super against that super. Nobody got hit. So dumb. So you take that and then put super armor or projectile invulnerability on Nemesis. Free all day. No matter what you do, everyone is free. It's silly. But this is going to bring an end to this commentary. I'll catch you guys later. My name is Shreds. This has been Top Knot Production. Laters.